Silence. 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 More silence.
Well, this is pretty awkward.
Can't you read the room, Paimon? Be silent.
Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun.
Ah, I see what you mean by sardines. Pack them all tightly within a room. I get it.
The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
Bitch, you've kept floating through explosions. How is it doing anything to you?
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down.
Just so you guys know, I absolutely hate the shit out of Candace. Not because she's not a good character. Not because she's not fine as hell. She is fine as hell. But after doing 200 pulls on 2 separate accounts on her banner and not getting a single one, yeah, I feel like I have a right to be pissed.
Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
And if you had an eye patch and introduced yourself in a more exciting way, I would think you have Tunibia.
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
You have our gratitude.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Sure.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
I'm curious how she said that in Japanese, because I'm curious how she said that in Japanese.
All right.
She did not say One-san. We have problems here.
We should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started.
Yeah, please put the money, please.
And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us.
I hope everybody realizes ALHAITHAM did nothing wrong.
So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
The rude sandstorm. I'm also, like, you realize you're talking to 3, 4, 5-star characters here. I don't know what you expect to do to them, or how you expect to throw them out. The scaling is quite different between the 5 of us here.
Oh! On second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia.
Hey, what did you
Do
do?
I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
Yes, just cower to the 4-star.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
Is this an intervention?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Sano attacked first.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
Hey, just because she likes to kick ass and take names doesn't mean that she's any less of a mediator for doing so.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself.
You attacked first, by the way.
ALHAITHAM wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts. It's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Okay.
Huh? Exile yourself?
One morning you just woke up, you're like, yeah, they don't need me anymore. I shall go into the desert. And they never saw him again. So in turn, they made him a wanted man.
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
Therefore, you should have suspected something suspicious and kick ass and take names. What kind of General Mahamatra are you?
I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning.
This doesn't really explain why you attacked ALHAITHAM, but okay.
Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me,
He said to you?
"The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
Well, he's a dick, so... Like, I can't believe Nahida didn't just blow this place up. Honestly. This place needs some exploding. You even get Raiden on speed dial? She's good at blowing up her own country. She can harm with this one.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge.
Knowledge?
The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold,
Vows?
are
Congratulations.
meaningless to the academia of today.
So you then decided to exile yourself. I said exile because of Danganronpa, the robots. My bad.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions.
And you attacked ALHAITHAM for it. Why?
I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
ALHAITHAM probably thinking, you're talking and talking, but not once did you explain why exactly you attacked me specifically.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
It's still too early to trust him completely.
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see ALHAITHAM as a target?
When I
Finally.
was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between ALHAITHAM and a sage.
Okay?
The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, ALHAITHAM?
Like he was actually going to investigate them. ALHAITHAM is our bro.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
From the very beginning, ALHAITHAM was... The sages were watching me from the very beginning.
Yes, I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Now, had this... Like, think about it so, right? If Genshin Impact actually went with Traveler's strength when they fought Raiden, or dragons, or Ajdaha, etc., right? Then, and ALHAITHAM then found out about it, nobody would want to fuck with them. So they make them ignorant of these situations, which is kind of strange. And now they nerf Lumine so that they can fuck with them. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. Anybody else feel this is bullshit? Is this why we still have an iron sword when I can throw my jade cutter on or some shit? Wait, I don't have a jade cutter. One of the 5-star swords I have.
ALHAITHAM?
Haranga Pokufutsu.
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
Knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward?
So in other words, ALHAITHAM did nothing wrong.
So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
What about your encounter with me? Did you join forces with me just so you can investigate me?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Yo, Sono, seriously, man, you come out of left field, and yes, I'll hate them kind of sketchy, but he didn't do shit, man.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation.
Now that you mention it, things did go like that. Is that enough to prove his innocence, though?
That's true. ALHAITHAM helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you.
That would be great. At the end of the day, he still didn't do anything
I
wrong.
took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied.
Good call, ALHAITHAM.
After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
Yeah, there's a saying, curiosity kills the day.
You should be well aware, Scribe ALHAITHAM, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion.
Sure,
Answer me this. Did the sages share
listen.
any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
Seriously, Sono, you need to learn to chill, man. Maybe it's cold. Someone get him a coat. I know we're in the desert, but...
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
What did Dia do?
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out.
You know, Dia, your kid might not be great, but you're awesome.
My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home.
Sure.
I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here.
And then you go curious and lost one of your day lives?
Then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
It's funny because we never see Candace again.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Growl?
Whoa! What was that sound?
It's the sound of hunger, Paimon. You should know this.
No need to worry.
I thought it was you for a
Now
second.
that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
The root sandstorm?
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
Is that the new root sandstorm
You
storm?
don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Hi there. Battle of Many Sandstorms, also known as Lumine, sitting right here.
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
Her kid's even more fucked up than yours. After a while, the winds outside began to go.
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
And the ceiling. They don't speak much. Nor do they touch each other. I'm actually gonna have to end this video here. That was a fairly long one. And I'm gonna have to do another long one soon. It's a man of the cringe. I want you to like, subscribe, smack face, and keep it a couple of times. Still notifications. Always don't forget to check out all our links in the description, and especially our main channel, Exhausted Gamers. We're playing Danganronpa. I'm playing Danganronpa. And yeah, pray for me. Just so you guys know, I absolutely hate the shit out of Candace. Not because she's not a good character. Not because she's not fine as hell. She is fine as hell. But after doing 200 pulls on 2 separate accounts on her ban and not getting a single one, yeah, I feel like I have a right to be put.